Hi guys. So I'm just gonna do, well, it was supposed to be a quick video, and then I made it once already, and it was like 25 minutes, and then this ran out of battery or room or something, and now I have to do it again because I gotta learn how to be concise. But this time I have water. This is water. So I'm not drunk. I might look it, but I'm not. This is just water. I just talked to myself for 25 minutes for no reason because I had to delete the video. And okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about some BJD stuff, some thrift stuff, and some oopses. And so first of all, we're going to start with the BJD stuff because that's what everybody's here for. And then if you get bored, because this will probably be long again, but I got to make it under 25 minutes. So I might talk really fast. But, yeah. So BJD stuff first. Okay. Now I drew a blank. Okay, here's the deal. So I've been thinking about my floating heads lately, and I tried to find bodies for them. And I was on the internet and I found a couple secondhand ones, but the seller didn't get back to me in time, and it was just kind of like meh. So that didn't happen. And then I was kind of bummed out. Oh God, ignore this hair. I can never look good for a video. I just can't. It's not in my nature. So, whoops, ignore this. Yeah. Anyway, do an audio only video. No. What was I talking about? Bodies. Okay, so that didn't work. And then hybrids still kind of baffle me, so nah. So I was kind of excited about that. And then I got bummed out because the body thing didn't pan out. And it would have been perfect because it was an actual head that matched a company body, and then so whatever. But now I think I'm gonna try to do resin sole. I'm probably shaking the camera because I have my foot on there. I want to do resin sole bodies, I think, and they're both SDs. Yeah. So I don't know, because the one has like a centimeter head difference. The other one's like 0.5, but I don't want them to be like super bobble-headed and gappy. Although it probably wouldn't matter if the wig is long enough. But I don't know. So I was thinking about that. So that's the thing. And then I was thinking about a character of mine that I really, really, really want to shell. And I had him shelled twice. Just water. I had him shelled twice. Once as Let's Delve Aragorn, which didn't work out because Let's hates me. And still does. And the second time, as I thought my Midgie doll boy, which he's someone else now, because he didn't want to be Puck. So, yes, I want to shell Puck. And I know he's an SD. I don't know what he looks like exactly. I know his characteristics and all that stuff. I just don't know who he is. So I'm thinking, if I want that doll to come to life, I'm going to have to make him myself, right? So in that wonderful epiphany type of thing, I thought to myself, okay, if I sculpt my own SD head, maybe that'll be Puck, right? Because I can't find him anywhere. I look, and he's just, I don't know, can't find him. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to make a head, not a whole body. I'm not that patient or good, and I've never like done anything in clay before or resin. I don't know. You do the clay thing first, and then you do a resin thing? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. But, so I thought, okay, I'm going to find some books for some reference on dolls, right? Which, reference is good. So I found this, and this is like porcelain dolls. It's this book. But I love this doll here on the edge. She's really pretty. And because of all my thrift store stuff, I kind of like porcelain dolls too. So I'm thinking if I could maybe like do a porcelain doll head first, maybe. I can, and this just shows pictures of different types of dolls from this era. But yeah, if I could figure out how to do a head, then maybe it'll be easier for me to do a BJD head. And Like all these dolls have like cigarettes in their mouth. I don't know what that's about. But it's like a common, here's a cool picture. I like these. I like heads like this. Right? So I'm thinking if I could try to do one of those heads and like make a body for it, it'd be cool. Because these are all cloth bodies, right? These dolls have cloth bodies, so it's like, hey, that might be doable. So this is a good like starting point. And then further back in this, I mean, it shows you like very basic head instructions, body, and you sew it together and you put the hair on. I mean, it's super basic. I think I can figure it out. And there's even a pattern for the body. And then there's another one in here that I really want to try. And this is just for a full-on, like, cloth one. But I think I can use this body, and it's pretty big scale-wise. That's how big it is compared to a person. But I think I can use this body pattern, which is right here. And I'm supposed to blow that up 200%, which I don't know how to do. Because I don't use patterns either. But I think I can use that little booger head I talked about, that little wooden thing that I thought was so cute. And I cannot find him for the life of me. I put him somewhere safe. I don't know where the hell he is. I don't know where I put him. But I'm thinking I could put that head on this body, with this pattern body. Because it's just like a basic round head. And then you just make little feet and stuff. So I kind of want to do that, which is cool. And then like head sculpting, it does a very basic outline of, you got a base, you put stuff around it, you make the eyes, then you form it or paint a face. Simple. So this is like basic of basics. And then there's like pictures, and I like pictures, so I just bought it because I want to look at pictures. So we'll see what happens there. And then I thought, okay, so I got a basic one. Let's jump it up to another like clay one, because if I ever want to do a whole figure, I'd like to do like the anatomy right, but on a smaller scale, so that I can see what I'm doing wrong. So that's when I got this. This is just for making clay figures. That's the name of the book. But pretty much it outlines, you know, all the tools you need. And it's like, it shows every step, like how you roll out your clay. It shows you which types of clay to use. The tools, and then you got the body comparison, like anatomy wise. And then the really cool thing is, in here, there's a section on how to, first of all, how you do a head and a face, and what you add to it to give it bulk and add definition and stuff. And it just step by step, like base, and you just use a little aluminum foil thing. I never knew you used aluminum foil. And it's like to make it lighter, I suppose. But it just does step by step, which is so cool. I think it's super cool. Because, yeah. And then how do you paint the eyes? And then this is kind of creepy here. But the eyes you just like put right in, which is, those kind of creep me out. But eventually, like, you add character and depth to it with the sculpting. And I love the step-by-step thing, because you can see what you're doing wrong as you go. And then if you need to correct something, you can. And then, like, it shows how you do expressions, which is super interesting. And, like, this is super cool. I just love this book. It's so cool. And then later on, it shows you how to do the whole figure. Like, if I ever wanted to do a whole one, and how to attach it. And you could even incorporate the ball joint into this if you wanted to. Like, the thing that baffles me is how do you get the holes in there and stuff. But, I mean, you could sculpt a whole body. So this is a really cool book. I love this. So, again, pictures. I can look at pictures. And there's words. I can read both of those books. And they were both, I think one was $8 and the other one was like $12, which is pretty cheap for reference books in this. Like, this is super referencey, which I like. So if I'm ever going to have a shot at doing anything, I'm going to start with the polymer clay and then try to do a figure or just a head there, and then maybe incorporate that into the cloth body doll part if I want to make it a doll. So that's my base point where I'm at now. And then I thought to myself, why not get a BJD one too? A how to make a doll. So I got this one. This book is super amazing. This guy pretty much shows how to make your own doll. Complete A to Z. Simple step-by-step pictures. It's in Japanese, but again, you got your reference point with the drawing, because you want to match everything, make sure your anatomy's right, so it balances and all that. And then he starts with a styrofoam mold, which is cool, and then like lays it over the drawing to make sure the proportions are right. I never would have thought to do that, ever. And then I suppose, because I can't read the words in Japanese, but then I suppose after it's all dried and hardened and stuff, then you pick away at that so then it's hollow. I'm thinking that's what happens. But yeah, it's like step by step and how to do each part. But the head part is what really amazes me, because he shows you like how to sculpt a head, just step by step, super super detailed. I love this book, and it's like close up, so you can see what you're doing, and the angles are all really really there. And if I wanted to do a body, you could. It's just amazing. This book is amazing. And this one cost a bit more, but only because and eventually you get to how you do the joints and how you do the holes, which is the biggest thing for me. So everything is in this book. And then how to make eyes, everything. Like, everything's there. And then, you got your finished product, which y'all do there. And, I mean, his dolls are amazing. I would love to buy one of his dolls. I would. So anyway, this book is amazing. But like I said, this one would cost a little bit more because I got an actual, like, brand new copy. Because if I'm going to buy a magazine, if I'm going to buy a book to keep forever, I want a really, really, really good copy. So that was like $48, I think. But it was okay because I got free shipping from Japan because I did Amazon. And we're good. So, I think they're on eBay too. There's like a blue book too, but that's more like advanced stuff, and I think it actually shows you how to cast in resin too, maybe, or do different kinds of joints or whatever. But like I said, I don't plan to do a body. If I wanted to, I got the reference book for it here, and until then I can just look at pictures. But I just really love how he shows the sculpting, so you can figure out, okay, the nose proportion versus whatever. And it's for a girl doll. I mean, it's all for girl, but Puck's supposed to be a boy, so we'll see how I do. But I love those books, just for the pictures alone. I just love looking at pictures. So, if nothing else, I have pictures. Yay, pictures! So, that's pretty cool. And then, okay, so I did that. I got those. So, that's the plans for the BJD part, is to just do the head. And then eventually try to hybrid two of my floating heads, because the characters are kind of on my mind lately. Well, the one is for sure. So, we'll see. And then I went thrift store shopping again, and I got messed up with road detours and stuff, and hit a detour with that F this, I'm going home. So, like, yes, Friday is when today's Sunday? I don't even know what day it is. But anyway, yeah, Friday was my day off, and I was going to do all this relaxing stuff and go thrift store shopping and find amazing treasures and hit road construction, F this, drove around. So I pretty much drove 200 miles and spent $30. I'm nuts. I'm flat out nuts. But I'm stubborn, so I don't give up. But part of that trip, I found... Okay, so there was another porcelain doll. Like I said, I'm into porcelain dolls now. But they all need so much work. So, but I found this one the first time I went to the thrift store. And I said to her, if you're here again the next time I come, I'm just going to buy you. And, like, I even set up her own little shelf in the store. People probably thought I was nuts because I rearranged their shelf for her to make her all comfy. Because I felt so guilty not taking her home the last 2 times. And then I came this time, and someone just, like, tossed her on top of a pile of other ones. So I grabbed her because, I don't know, she's cute. She just looks so sad sitting there all by herself. just like stuck among all these other dolls, and she didn't have a chance of getting sold. But this is her full, like her pants thingies are super big on her, and the body proportion looks right, but like, I hope this doesn't get too long. I have like 5 minutes. But the head part versus the body, like it's not big enough. This is bigger than the base. And with clothes on, you can't tell, but it's like this doesn't sit flush. This part doesn't sit flush to the torso. So I don't know if I should fix that or if I can just be like, it's good enough. Because otherwise, she's in much better condition than the other two that I found. So I don't think I'll have to do much with her. It's just I'm confused about why this bust is so wide here versus the body. Because you can see it's like, yeah, it's strange. And then she even came with little shoes. Like, she's complete even. And then in the same store I found Beanie Babies. So she's got her own little teddy bear for company until I can get around to painting and messing with her. So I rescued her and I felt better. Like, I felt so much better now that I have her home. Because I felt bad for her. And then I found, okay, on a different trip, I was so excited because I also like Lala Loopsies because they remind me of voodoo dolls. I don't know why. I just think voodoo dolls are cute. I got one up there. I don't use them for that purpose. They're just cute to me. So I found this one. And I have other ones, but I love the yarn-haired ones too because you can actually play with it and stuff. And she was at Goodwill. And then right away I'm like, ew, Goodwill, ew. You know, I gotta give you a bath because her body was stained. And I washed her little dress. And it might have shrunk a little bit because I put it through the dryer. I didn't think about this. Put it through the dryer because I did a load of my own clothes with it. And it stuck to something. I think it was one of my sweaters. And I forgot it was in there. And then I'm like, oh no. So I think it shrunk a little bit because it doesn't sit right. So I might have to make her a new dress. But okay, here's what I did. I washed this hair because I'm like, ew, gross. What if, you know, a kid drooled on her or something? So I wanted her clean. So I took shampoo and did that whole bit. And I was very careful. Like, I didn't want her to get wet. Too wet inside or nothing. Because, I mean, she's got this little hole in the back. And she's got the squishy head. Like, this head's kind of squishy. So I think you can take the heads off. But I didn't want to mess her up. Because these dolls are impossible to take apart. You can't take the legs off. The arms don't pop out. So I'm trying to scrub her as best I can, right? And then, like, this hair still reeks. Like, I don't know what is up with that. But yeah, so she got wet. And then I'm thinking the problem is, I think maybe I didn't get all the water out. And the smell might be moldy water. Ew! So I think I screwed her up. I think she's got moldy water smell on her. So I want to wash her hair again because, like, it smells like stale something or other. It's like, or should I just, like, spray perfume and fix it? I don't know. Like, that'd be the good fix, the quick fix. But if she's all full of mold inside, I gotta fix that because that's gross. I don't want her to be moldy. So yeah, if anybody knows how to do that, like, how do you pop their heads off? Because if I scrub her again, I'm just gonna do the head because the body's what got wet. Because the little undies part is separate, but it doesn't come off. So that fills with water. And then this base fills in this part, and then it drips down through the neck hole, because I hung her upside down to dry. And I don't know, man. That was all sorts of bad idea. And then, I'm running out of time. I only have 21 minutes. Okay. I filmed this little girl the other day. This one I felt bad for because she was all just stained pink and hot pink. No, pink and hot pink and blaze orange and green. It was just bleh. She looked tie-dyed and nasty. So, and I thought, oh, someone wiped her and they messed her up, right? But no, she's meant to be blank. And then there was like paint markers used to paint her yourself, like customize her yourself. So I thought, okay. I found her on the internet. I don't know what sculpt it is or whatever. But again, I wiped her with alcohol to get it off, like really strong alcohol. And then I freaked out because I'm like, oh gosh, what if I melt her? Because this is bendy plastic yet, but this is hard plastic, like Christmas ornament plastic, like super hard. So I can't pop this head off because there's a seam here and it's going to crack it right open. So anyway, she got soaked. I hung her upside down because this got full of water. And it dripped down into her head, and then this was full of water, and then it was dripping out through the seams. And I thought to myself, oh crap, how do I get all the water out? I don't know. I don't know what to do. So, again, she might be full of mold too. All because I wanted to make them pretty. So if anybody has tips on how to fix these two, that'd be great. Because I might have to re-scrub them. Because whoops. So much for rescuing them, right? So anyway, this video's long enough. I think I only have like 30 seconds left before that cuts me off. So I'm going to stop there. I'm sorry this is so long. I just wanted to catch up, and I had a lot of stuff to know about. And that's all I know. So I will talk to you next time, and hopefully I'll have something actually productive to say. Otherwise, hope you're having a good weekend. And I watch your stuff all the time, so keep them coming. See ya. Bye.